How's it going? Welcome to this video, which is called as Email Marketing Funnel using ActiveCampaign. Now, where exactly you should be right now inside of this particular course? Well, number one, you have set up your business manager, created your Facebook and Instagram pages, and launched your ad account. You have successfully installed Facebook pixels on your website, and you have identified your goal revenue and the necessary ad spend using the paid traffic KPI and funnel metric sheet that's been given to you inside of this particular week. You have also set up your entire low fidelity MVP funnel, which was taught to you inside of week number 3. Okay. Again, if you haven't seen that, then I highly recommend go back to week number 3, see the lecture, which is called as low fidelity MVP funnel, and make sure that your website is up and running. So that being said, here's what we will be covering inside of this particular lecture. Number one, what exactly is ActiveCampaign? Okay, what's the software and why exactly we will be using it? Also, why exactly we should use email marketing and ActiveCampaign together in order to basically generate more strategy sessions. And then how to set up ActiveCampaign and send emails on automation so that people are more inclined towards booking a call with you, and developing our two-step survey form and making our process very professional, so that after seeing our video, people actually have to fill a proper form and then they could book a call on Calendly. This is a new funnel format that's going to be very beneficial to you, especially when you're trying to run paid traffic ads. Okay. And then finally, I'll be showing you how to integrate Zapier, which is another software. We'll be using it for automation to ensure smooth functionality. Again, if it looks too complicated to you, don't worry at all. I'll try my best to simplify it as much as possible. Now, to make sure that this entire funnel actually makes sense to you, what I'll do is draw it up for you. Okay. So this is the entire funnel. Okay. So step number one is we have the landing page or the ad actually. Okay. This is going to be our ad that we will be running on Facebook plus Instagram. Okay. So this ad is where the traffic will be coming from. Then afterwards, we will be taking people to something called as our training page. Okay. Which would be kind of like our landing page. Okay. Where people would be able to subscribe, okay, by putting in their email. So we would have like input fields like this, where they would be able to enter their name, email. So after this, what's going to happen is we will go into the next stage, which would consist of our VSL. So this would be our video page or our VSL page, okay, where we would have this video that's playing and people would be able to watch it. And at the bottom, they would have this button to apply for a call. Okay. So after that, what's going to happen is this would be survey. Okay. So people will have to fill out a survey in order to talk to us successfully. Okay. So this would be a page, and this would have some inputs like, what's your name, what's your email, what's your current situation, how much are you currently making, what's your desired situation, etc. Okay. And then after that, we would have something called as book page, or the apply page actually. Okay, where people would be able to book using Calendly. Okay, this is going to be our software for booking the call. Okay, and then finally is the process of the congrats page, where we would be like, hey, congratulations for going on to this for booking this call with us successfully, right? So again, I'm going to repeat stage 3 stage 4, stage 5, and then 6. Okay, so remember there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages involved, right? Now what we will be doing is, let's say somebody comes to our training page, they give us their email, they watch this video, but what they do not do is they do not complete this survey. So what we will be doing is we'll be sending them emails that, hey, go to this next step and complete this survey. Okay, then only they will be able to move forward, right? Because the ultimate goal is to get them to stage number 6, which is to get them to book a call, right? Now, let's say, they actually fill the survey, but what they do is they forgot to book this call with us. Then what we will do, we will send them emails again and tell them that, hey, book your call, complete the process. Filling the survey on its own isn't enough. You have to actually book a call with us to successfully complete this, right? So this is how the entire funnel would actually look like. And then finally, let's say that they do book a call, then we will send them a final email saying, congrats, your call has been booked, and now you can move on to stage number 6. Okay, and congratulations, now we'll be calling you at this time. So these 6 stages that we are taking somebody through will literally result in a proper, really, really hot sales call with a lead that you hopefully would be able to convert at a 20 to 30% closing rate. So this means out of anybody who goes through this entire funnel and goes to stage number 6, right? Let's say 100 people go to stage number 6, you would have the ability to convert 20 to 30 people into a sale, right? So that's the power or the potential of utilizing this kind of funnel, right? So that being said, let's just get into the building process and actually make this entire funnel come live so that you can see how it works and everything. So to help you with this, I've created this email marketing plug and play sheet, which literally consists of all these steps required in order to set this funnel up using email marketing. So inside of this plug and play, find out how to set up your email marketing campaign on ActiveCampaign to deliver automated emails to your low fidelity MVP subscribers. So in this plug and play, you will learn how to connect your low fidelity MVP funnel to ActiveCampaign so that people can get automated emails delivered to them based on the action steps that they take. Please note that we have seen teenagers set up this funnel, like literally 19, 18 years old or 17, 16-year-olds as well as adults who are in their 50s or 60s. Hence, your age or technical ability should not be an excuse to get started with this process. Okay, if that's something that, after watching this video, you're like, oh my God, this is too complicated, then I highly recommend you go back to week number 2, work on your mindset, and envision that you can actually do this without making any sort of excuse. Okay. So what exactly is ActiveCampaign? Well, it is an email marketing software that allows you to send automated and manual emails to people who subscribe to your list. So remember the VSL or the video funnel that we had set up, right? Where people can actually watch this video and then book a call with us, right? Now, before watching that video, right, what we will do is we will be collecting people's email address. And there are several email marketing softwares out there available in the marketplace, and there's no right or wrong choice. The goal is to simply deliver the emails. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll be using ActiveCampaign because that's what we personally use for usability. So why should you use email marketing and ActiveCampaign? Well, because when running paid advertisement campaigns, not everybody will book a strategy session with us in the first go. Okay, so right after seeing the video, not everybody would book a session with us. Hence, our goal is to keep reminding our subscribers regarding the same by sharing with them value in the form of emails and reminding them that, hey, you opted in for my video, you saw the whole thing, but you did not book this call. So click here to actually take action and book this call with me. So after subscribing to our funnel, our subscribers will get an automated email with the ultimate goal of having them to book a call with us. Now, here are the instructions given in order to set this entire funnel. Now, what I'll do is in this particular video, I'll walk you through each and every step so that you know how to go about doing this entire process. So step number one is to visit ActiveCampaign's website and register for a free trial account. So this is how ActiveCampaign's website actually looks like. Okay, so you can just register for a free account, just like how I'm doing over here. And then they'll just ask you for your name. Just click on your name and just type that. For number, I'll just give a random number. And then what industry is your business in? Well, we could just select online training / education. Again, for you, you could be anything else, consultancy or agency, right? And how many employees do you have? If you're just alone, just like one. How many contacts do you have? Well, for starters, if you're just a beginner, you would have less than 500. So just click on next step. And then just literally select anything and just click on next step. We'll just click on skip step for now. And they will ask us for a password. So I'll just enter a password right now so that I remember it. And then it should take me to my account. Now, if I go back to my instruction sheet, the next thing is to basically change my address. And I'll be showing you how to do this once this is loaded. So as you can see, this is how the dashboard should actually look like. So what you can do is go to settings to basically make changes to your address. And then click on addresses on the left side. Now it says you do not have an address right now. Okay, so we'll just click on add an address. And then we could just say your company name. And it should look something like this. Okay, now if you don't have an address, or if you don't want to specify your home address, you can get a virtual address at a co-working space nearby you. They basically offer such packages and you can opt in for that. For now, I'll just click on add address and make sure it's at default. Now, the next thing is click on the list on the left side and set the list name as low fidelity MVP funnel. So I'll just do that as well. As you can see, there's an option for list on the left side. And then I'll just click on add a list. And I'll just call this low fidelity MVP funnel. For the list URL, what I'll do is I'll just copy this URL that I have. For yourself, you can put the URL to the training page of your website. Then you can remind your list of the reason why they actually opted in for your email list. So you could just say, you are getting these emails so you could state something like this, okay? And then click on add. And once this is done, we move on, and the next thing we need to do is click on automations on the left side and then click on create an automation button. So what we'll do is go on the left side and click on automations. And then click on create an automation. Now what you have to do is you need to click on import an automation, and you need to do that 3 times. And I've already created the email sequences for you, so you don't have to do the work. So simply just copy this URL that's given over here and then click on import an automation. Paste the URL over here and click on import. Now the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to ask us to get started and everything. So for list, we will just select low fidelity MVP funnel, click on next. From email, this should be actually the email that you will be using to send the emails from. Now, I'm expecting you to set up a professional G Suite email. If you haven't already done that, again, go back to week number 3 and watch the low fidelity MVP lecture to learn how to do the same thing. Then click on next. Click on next again. I think we have to do that 2 more times. Awesome. So once that is done, what we'll do is we'll just zoom out. Okay. So as you can see, the email sequences have been created for you, and the structure goes something like this. So as soon as somebody subscribes to our list, we will add them with a tag, which is low fidelity MVP opt-in, and then we will send them this welcome email. And then after 30 minutes, if they do not apply for a call or for their application, the survey, then we will send them another email. And then again, if they don't do that after 24 hours, we will send them another. And then after 24 hours, if they still don't do that, we'll send them another, and keep on doing that a few more times until we just give up and just add the tag that they visited the funnel, but they didn't apply. Now, here's the thing. When you click on these emails, you will actually have to edit all of them, okay? Because I'll show you why. If I click on the edit button over here, you would see that it says, hey, first name Rohan here. So obviously you are not Rohan, right? So you have to change this with your own name. And then thanks for checking out my training. Whatever the name of your training is, you have to replace it with that. And then probably make some changes to this text as well. First, click here to watch the video training now. So once they click on this link, it's taking them to my VSL video, right? So you have to change that by clicking here and then clicking the link thing. You have to change it, otherwise people will go over here to my VSL video, right? You don't want that. So I'll click on cancel, and then the link to apply as well, this also needs to be changed. Otherwise people will go to my survey page, not yours, right? So you need to change that link as well. And then similarly change this as well, the final one, and change the points. So customize the email according to you. It's obviously recommended that you don't copy and paste. Otherwise, people will want to go for my offer, not yours. There's no originality, right? Then once you're done, just click on next. So it says, unfortunately, Yahoo does not allow people to send emails. Now, I've just used a Yahoo email. For you, it's personally recommended that you use a your company email. It's kind of like I'll just show you. So rather than using this kind of email, you can use something like rohandi@uability.in, or whatever email address that you would like to use, or that you've already set up by following the low fidelity MVP lecture. Okay, so I'll click on next. And then once all this is set up, I'll just click on finish. Make sure to change the subject line as well. There's an option to edit over here, but that's again optional for you. If you're not selling learn how to sell high ticket clients, then you have to change that, right? And then wait for 30 minutes. Just let this be just like this. Does the contact match survey application? Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. For this email, you can change that again by clicking the edit button, and then you would be able to make changes to this email. And then do the same over here, click on edit, and then you would be able to make changes. And then so I think this is an unnecessary step, okay? So wait for 24 hours. Does the contact match the condition? Okay. So we'll remove this. And we'll remove this. Okay. So now it makes sense, all right? So this is how the flow is going. Wait for 24 hours. Does the contact match the following condition? Contact hashtag survey application. And then last chance for a strategy session if they still haven't, If they still do not have the tag that they have applied, again, wait for 24 hours, and then we would just send them this tag, and then we are done. We won't follow up with them, right? So once this is done, just click on active and then go back to automations, and this funnel should be live and it should be working. Okay. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to add another automation. So we'll just copy this and click on create an automation, import an automation, and then just paste this over here. Click on import. And then click on get started. Just click on next, and you can replace it with your email if needed. And then what we are going to do is tag survey application is added, wait for 30 minutes, have they applied with Calendly? If not, they would get this email. Again, what you can do is click on edit to make changes to this email. Again, it's something like this, but again, you want to replace my name with yours, and then change the select your date and time link with obviously your own link rather than mine, right? Because right now, if you go over here, it would take you to my Calendly booking page, okay? People would be able to book a call over here with me. You don't want that. So replace that and click on OK. And once done, click on next. And obviously it says, Yahoo thing, but again, I'm hoping that you will be using your own email, so this problem won't be there. So I'll just click on save and exit. And then what you need to do is you need to do the same with this email as well. And then this email as well, just edit this. And then finally, if they do not do it again, we'll just add the tag that, they applied, but they did not book, right? So this is how the automation is actually going in place, that we have to make sure that they also apply with Calendly, not just fill the survey, right? Otherwise, we have to remind them that, hey, just go out there and also not only just complete the survey, but also complete the Calendly booking as well, right? So I'll click on active for now to make sure that this funnel is live. And then I'll go back to automations again. And then the final flow that we have to copy and paste is this one. So I'll click on create an automation, import an automation, and I'll just paste this particular link over here and click on import. Again, I'll click on get started, select an automation to exit, select all. And then just click on apply, and then click on next. And then obviously you can change your own email. And then you have to click on edit to make sure that this email is also according to yours. Click on edit to do this, okay? And I'll click on active, and this will ensure that our 3 automation sequences are now live, up and running, okay? So the first one is the automation sequence sent to those subscribers who subscribe to our list, but they did not fill the survey. The second one is for those who fill the survey but do not complete the Calendly booking. Finally, the last one is for those who successfully complete all these steps to book a call with us. It's a success email, okay? So number 5, make sure that you have customized each email and saved it successfully. Also ensure that each automation sequence is actually active, just like this, okay? Now hover over the left side till you find forms and click on create a new form. Okay, now we need to create a form, like a survey form that people will be filling out in order to book this call with us, right? So I'll click on forms and click on create a form. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this low fidelity MVP funnel opt-in form, and subscribes to a list. Select a list, low fidelity MVP funnel. and then we will, yeah, click on create. Okay, so this is how it would look like. Firstly, I'll just go under style and just remove ActiveCampaign branding. So the first thing we need to do is, drag and drop some fields. But before I do that, I just want to remove these things from here. Okay, so rather than full name, what I'll do is I'll go to field and I'll have first name. Just drag that over here. And once done, go to style and customize the field based on your own preferences. For more specific, I could just guide you over here. So go to style, right? And for button, maybe we could just have this at black, right? Now what we need to do is to make this look pretty, we will add some styling options to it, okay? To do this, so the first thing we'll do is we'll click on inspector and then select the submit button. Then I have some code that you can just pause the video and just copy something like this and just paste it over there, and it would make the button look a bit bigger. We could increase the padding to 20 if we like, and then what we can do again is hit enter again, inspector, not the form, inspector, and then we'll just select this input, and the first input we'll just copy code like this and paste it over here. It would make it look a bit bigger. And then for the second one, we could just go again, copy the code, enter inspector, paste the code over here, okay? And then maybe we could also add this one for the whole form. So just hit enter inspector and then the whole form. Cool. So this is how our form looks like now. It's a lot better than before. If you really want, what we can also do is we could get rid of this header um, if we really don't want it there, right? So once this is done, this is how the form would look like. This is where people would be able to enter their name plus their email, right? So the next thing we need to do is finally click on options, okay? And then click on submit and then select open URL and then paste the link to your video. So what we'll do is click on options and on submit, we'll click on open URL, paste this link to our video. Again, you have to paste the link to your video where you want people to go to, and then form action, okay? Under form action, we need to click on add an action and then select add a tag, type low fidelity MVP opt-in. Okay, so we'll just copy this, add a tag, low fidelity MVP opt-in, click on add. And the other one is we have to click on add an action, and this time click on subscribe to a list, which we have already done as you can see over here. Then make sure allow blank field is unchecked. So we'll just uncheck that. And then once this is done, you'll just click on integrate. And now we have this beautiful form that's set up for us. So we'll just copy this code and then just save it over here. Okay, and then click on save and exit. And now what we need to do is we need to create another form, and this time it will be called as survey application form. Okay, so to do this, I'll click on create a form, and then I'll just call this survey application form. For action, it would be add a tag, survey application. Yeah. and then click on create. Now what we'll do is we'll just get rid of these unwanted fields. Okay. So for this particular part, what kind of questions would we ask? Well, let's go to um, my website and try to get some, I'll just try to create similar fields from here only, okay? So what I'll do is firstly click on style and get rid of ActiveCampaign branding. Your first name, that's what we will have. Okay, we'll just get first name, then last name, and email, that's already there. Their phone number, and then current business revenue. So I'll just copy this, add a custom field, click on text input. Okay, under my fields, it should be there. So I'll just find it and drag it there. What I can also do is, or never mind. Yeah, probably increase the width to like 600 or something. Okay, so once that is done, what I can also do is I could click on add a custom field, and this time it would be, did you actually just remove that part? What is your main reason for booking this call? Text area, allow multiple lines, add. Okay, and then just drag that over here. Tell us about yourself, your job or whatever, and then add a custom field, text area. And then what's your current monthly revenue? So this is like a drag and drop thing. So I'll click on add a custom one, drop down menu, and then option number one, my bad, option drop down next. So option number one, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so try again. And then for this, we'll just type less than rupees 25,000. Again, for you, this might be different. Maybe you are asking for somebody's weight. Maybe you're asking for something else, right? So again, it totally depends. And your currency could be different as well. Then we have 25 to 50. So once done, just click on add and we'll just paste it over here. So one thing I forgot to do is we need to set these as required fields. Okay, so make sure that they're required, and you can also enter some default text to help people out over here. That's totally up to you. And then what is your desired monthly revenue slash income? Be 100% sure. Have these as required as well. And then do you have the financial resources? This is again a question that totally depends from niche to niche if you want to ask it or not. And then this would be, yes, I have the financial resources to invest in my growth right now. I can arrange the Okay, so once this is done, click on add, and then just simply drag it over here. Click on required, and then I wouldn't put these other fields. Okay, so this is all that you should go with. And now let's think about styling this form and making it look a bit better. So under style, what I can do is have this width at 1000, padding at 20, background at black, and then inspector. Actually, wait, before I do that, I need to change the submit button. So what I'll do is I'll just call it submit and choose your call time on next page. Okay. Then we need to add some code. So to do that, I'll just copy the submit code, paste it over here, and then maybe have these other codes as well. Just paste it there. And you can do the same thing again. And once this is done, I think this looks pretty solid and ready to go. The next thing we need to do is under form action, we need to make sure that it's add a tag and then survey application. So under options, well, actually, wait, the first thing we need to do is make sure that this is going to, yeah, the add tag is happening, which is already happening over here. Okay, add a tag, survey application. And then we also need to add an action one more time and then select email results to your personal email. So I'll just select add an action, email results, and send email results to your personal email that you can just write, so that every time somebody submits an application, you get an email um, from the same. Okay, so you could have this email from support@uability.in or something. Rohan, new SS application or something like that, and click on add. Okay, and then under submit, open URL should be to the apply page. Okay, so once somebody fills this form, they should have the ability to go to Calendly and book a call with us, right? So we'll have the action as that, and then make sure this allow blank fields is unchecked. So I'll just have that unchecked. And once this is done, I'll click on integrate, copy this code, and what I'll do is I'll just call this one opt-in. and this one I'll just call survey application. Okay, for survey application, actually, we'll copy this code. Okay, the big one, not the small one. There's a reason for it, and I'll tell you why when we go into it. Okay, so I'll just copy that. And then what we need to do is we need to start editing our training page. To do this, you have to go to your WordPress website's dashboard and log in using your details. Now, let me do that myself. So the first thing you need to do is go to the plugins page and click on add new. So you have to install the new plugin called as Bootstrap Modules. Okay, so we'll just go over here, click on plugins, click on add new, and then we'll just search for Bootstrap Modules. Click on install now. And then click on activate. So once that is done, just going to make sure that we do not require any other settings. I think we are good to go. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go to pages and then click on a new one. Actually, we need to find the page that we have already created. It's called as training page. Okay, so we'll just go to pages and click on all pages. And as you can see, we have created this training page. So we'll click on Beaver Builder. And right now, when somebody clicks on the watch training button, right, they go straight to the video, right? When somebody clicks on this link, they go directly to our video. But we want a pop-up to appear so that we can get somebody's email address first, okay? Now to do this, what we will be doing is essentially going over here to the guide, and right below the watch training, we need to click on the plus button and then add this piece of code. Okay, so we'll just copy this code and then click on plus, then HTML. Then we'll just drag it below. Under advanced, we'll just have the margin 0, 0, etc. And then we'll just paste this code over here. And then what we have to do is, as you can see, it says paste your form code over here. So we'll go over here and we'll just copy the code of our form, the opt-in form, remember. So after pasting this code, it should look something like this. So we'll click on save. And it should start appearing over here. You can't see it, but the code is definitely there, right? So what we can do now is just also have the bottom just 0. Okay. The next thing we need to do is go back to your form and actually replace the paste your code thing, which we have already done. Now find the area where you have inserted the button code, and then we need to replace it with something like this. Okay, so what this means is you just look at our button, click on text, okay, and at the end we would just enter data toggle, something like this piece of code that we just pasted at the end. Okay, so make sure that's there, and I think that's about it, and we just need to test it out. So I'll click on publish to see if it works or not. And as you can see, it's working fine. Oh, one thing we forgot to change was the link. Okay, so we'll just edit this again. And then click on text. And then we need to remove this link at the start. Okay, and then click on save. One more thing that we can do is, this is something special and extra if you want to do it. We can just copy that button code, click on plus again, uh, click on HTML, and just drag this over here, paste this code over here, okay, and probably have the width to 100%. Okay, just add this extra code, and then under advanced, we could just have that at 5, then 0, 0, 0. So basically what we have done is we have added this button over here, okay, and what we can do is we could display this button only on small devices, so that on mobile phone, not everybody would be able to scroll till the bottom, right? So we have to make sure that they click on the button as soon as possible. So once done, click on publish, and as you can see, this will not appear on your desktop, so I'll just click on yes. I don't know why that's happening. Let me just try opening this on a new tab. I think it's because I'm logged in using Beaver Builder. So once I click that, and as you can see, this is working just fine. And if I enter my name, Adam, or adam@gmail.com or something like that, and click on submit, this should take me to my video training page. And as you can see, it's working perfectly fine so far. And if we go to our ActiveCampaign, we might be able to look that we have a brand new contact. And inside of this contact, there's a list of low fidelity MVP funnel that's been added. Okay, there should be one more thing under forms if I have to make sure. Low fidelity added tag as well. Yeah, technically it should add that tag as well, but it should do. Okay, probably it would add the tag on its own or something like that. Regardless, this takes some time. So this contact should definitely receive an email or something like that. Okay, so we can see that this is working fine, and we have created this pop-up that's appearing over here, which is perfectly fine. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create our survey application form and the page where we would be hosting the survey. Okay, now to do this, what we will do is go to our WordPress dashboard, and the first thing we need to do is go to pages and then select on pages and then click on add new. So pages, add new, and then look till you find the gear icon. Make sure that you can see the document menu. Scroll down till you find page settings, and make sure the container width is full, sidebar to no sidebar. So under document, we'll have full width, no sidebar, disable everything else. Okay, and for name, what we will do is we'll just type survey and then click on publish. Make sure that the permalink is yourwebsite.com/survey, just like this, and then click on launch Beaver Builder button to start building this. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to add a brand new HTML row. And actually, wait, before we do that, we need to click on plus, then click on rows, and then we need to add one column. We need to make sure that this is full width, then this is fixed at percentage of 85%. Click on save, click on plus, and then modules, and then HTML. And then what we need to do is we need to add this code that we got before from ActiveCampaign right over here. So I'll just copy that and paste it right over here. And as you can see, it's beautifully aligned over here. Now, once this is done, we'll just add the code. Go back to WordPress survey page and paste the same code. Once done, we have to click on the gear icon, and under advanced, we have to create a new class called as center underscore form. So to do this, I'll just click here, advanced, scroll down, and under class, I'll just type center underscore form. Click on save. And click on the arrow on the top, and under tools, select layout slash CSS slash JavaScript. Copy this code and paste. So click here, layout, CSS, and JavaScript. Paste this over here, and then click on save. Okay. So as you can see, the form is appearing beautifully over here. Let's just go over here to advanced, and the width somehow is not looking okay because it's not 100% centered, right? Let's make this 100 and see what happens. Yeah. So don't make that 85%. That's a caveat. And just make sure that this is there. So technically what I'll do is make this change over here as 100%. Okay. So once that part is done, to make this even better, you can add some text if you desire. Like if I go to text editor, then just drag that over here, copy something like this, just paste it over here, make the center, and then you could just change this to apply to, you know, work with us, or apply to schedule your breakthrough session with Rohan, or anything like that, right? For now, I'll just have this, at default, and click on save. And then I think this is good to go. Just have the margin at 0. Click on done and publish. Simple. Okay. So once somebody fills in this form, they would be able to apply and actually go to the Calendly page, which is the apply page, right? So the apply page is where they could select a time and a date to talk to us, right? So once this part is done, we just have to click done. And then what we need to do is we need to replace the apply now button on our training page. Not our training page, but our VSL video page, right? So you can see that over here, when we click over here, right now it would take people to this Calendly page, right? But we want them to go to a survey page now that we are running paid traffic. So I'll click on Beaver Builder again. And then click on apply now. And then simply what I'm going to do is change the URL to survey. Click on save, and then just click on done, and then publish. So what's going to happen is once people click on this link, they would be able to go to the survey page that we have created just now. All right. And then once done, now we have to change the Calendly settings. Okay, so we have to visit our Calendly account and log in to make sure that we don't have this long-gated questionnaire that we have created for us. Okay, so right now, if I log into my Calendly account, there would be a big questionnaire that we created earlier. Okay, we don't want that. We want this to be very, very short and very, very simple. Okay, so let me change that. To do this, we will first go to Calendly and log in using the account. Go to event types and select the event that we are using, and then click on the gear icon. So just going to do this, click on edit. And then what we need to do is go to invitee questions and just have first name, last name, phone number, and email. So under invitee questions, you can see we have this huge form, right? So let's just get rid of all of this. Because we are already asking these questions to these people, you know, inside of ActiveCampaign. So why ask again, right? So save and continue. And once that is done, let's just try to, set some demo time and click on save and continue. Okay. So now what's going to happen is if I go over here and try to reload, you can see if I just select this, now the big questionnaire isn't there. It's just very, very simple. Well, one more thing that we need to do is we need to get rid of this text reminder. So I'll just get rid of that and then just reload. If you want, you can have the text reminder, but then remove the phone field. That's totally up to you. Okay. So as you can see, this is how somebody can schedule an event with us, right? So one more thing we can do is click on Beaver Builder and make this page something like, change the text to step 2 out of 2, choose a time to book your call. So we can just replace this, have that centered, click on save, and then click on done and then publish and try to reload. Okay, there's too much gap. So we will try to fix it. Yep, all looks good now. And once this is also done, test and everything and make sure everything is working fine. Okay. So basically, after filling the survey, people should be redirected to this page and then they should be able to go to the congrats page, right? Now, we also need to set up one last thing, which is Zapier integration. Okay. Now, to do this, we need to visit Zapier's website. Now, what we are doing with Zapier is we need to add a tag called as applied with Calendly. Okay, so if somebody doesn't apply for a call, then we need to send them. If somebody doesn't book a call over here, then we need to send them reminders that, hey, you did not actually book the call, you just filled the survey. So please go ahead and complete this, right? So the next thing to do is to visit Zapier's website and register for a free account, just like you can see I have done over here. Okay. And then you have to click on make a zap and name it Calendly to ActiveCampaign. So I'll click on make a zap. And I'll just name this Calendly to ActiveCampaign. And for the app, for choose event, I'm going to select Calendly and I'll just search for it. And for choose trigger event, I'll select invite created and click on continue. Now you have to add an account to basically connect it over here. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, just click on add new account over here. And you have to enter the API key of Calendly over here. Okay. So to do that, go to your Calendly account. Click on integrations. And then copy this key. And once done, just go over here and paste this key over here and click on yes, continue. Now I've already linked this account, so I won't do it again. And I'll just click on continue and then click on test and continue. And now what I need to do is I need to select active campaign. Okay, as you can see, it's active campaign, and choose action event as create/update contact. So I'll just select create/update contact and click on continue. Now we need to link an active campaign account. So you can click on plus, add new account. And it would ask for a login URL. So this would be given on ActiveCampaign. So you have to go to your dashboard, then click on settings, and then go to developer. Then under URL, you would see that there's the link to the URL. So I'll just go over here and paste the URL over here. And then for key, I would just copy it over here and just paste the key over here. And then click on yes, continue. Again, I've already done that, so I won't be doing it again. I'll just select ActiveCampaign, click on continue. And then for list, what you need to do is you need to select low fidelity MVP funnel. So just like that. For email address, you have to select the email address of the person. First name, you have to select invitee first name. Last name, you have to select their last name. And for tag, you have to write applied with Calendly. Okay, so this is how you just add the tag, and once that is done, just leave everything blank and click on continue. And then click on test and continue. And then what's going to happen is your Zap is ready. Just click over here and turn this on. So what's going to happen is every time somebody books a call with you on Calendly, they will automatically get the tag that they have applied with Calendly, and everything would just start functioning. They would get this email saying, congratulations, you have successfully booked the call and everything else, right? Now, the next step or the final step is to test the entire funnel and make sure everything is working fine and you are receiving emails. So to do this, I'll just go to rohanthavan.com, click on get free trading. So on this website, I'll click on get free trading and then click on this so that the pop-up comes. Just enter my name and just enter the email, click on submit to see that this takes me to the VSL video page. Then click on apply now. Then basically go over here and fill the form and click on submit and choose your call time on next page. And then it will redirect us to our Calendly page. And then let's just try booking a call. So let's just type our name. Schedule event. And then finally, it should take us to the congrats page. Now this is for UAbility's congrats page. Technically, this should be at Rohan Dhawan's congrats page. So you could just adjust that accordingly. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to home. Click on edit. And then try to find the redirect option, confirmation page. So this should be https:/rohandhawan.com/congrats. Click on save and close, and technically people should be going to this particular page that we have created. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, and I hope the funnel is now functioning well for you. So the other thing we can do is we can go to our contacts, and what we can do is we could just try to look at this particular contact over here, and you would see that the form data is already over here. Okay, and the relevant tags are being added successfully as well, and things are working just fine. Okay, so this is how you actually build this whole thing up. Now, that being said, what did we cover today? Number one, you learned about what exactly is ActiveCampaign and how do you integrate that so that you start receiving emails on automation. By the way, it's also recommended that you go back to your Gmail or whatever test email that you use and make sure that you're receiving continuous emails from ActiveCampaign as well, and the whole system is actually working. We also learned about why we should use email marketing and ActiveCampaign together. Again, the goal is to get more strategy sessions, and we utilize email marketing to just do that. We learned about how to set up ActiveCampaign and send emails on automation. And then we also developed our two-step survey form and made our entire process very, very professional. And finally, we learned about integrating Zapier to ensure smooth functionality of the entire process. So this brings us to the end of this lecture, and hope by the end you have actually set up your entire funnel and email marketing is going on and everything is working smoothly. So hope this helps, and talk to you soon in the next lecture.